Okay, so apparently there's an interview where Kendrick breaks down his diss. Not like us, bro. I believe SZA interviewed him, asking him a bunch of questions and stuff. And yeah, man, we about to get into it, bro. The title says Kendrick breaks down Drake diss Not Like Us and denies being angry after the beef with Drake. Now, what I will say is I didn't think Kendrick was really even mad throughout the beef in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick was just joking on that man. Like, really just, you know what I mean, bullying him. Not bully, but for lack of a better word, just joking on him. I didn't sense anger at all. He actually said in one of his songs, like, it's love for you. Like, it's love, but I just don't like, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You dig what I'm saying? But just calling him, just the stuff that he was saying in these songs, though, is what makes it crazy. But he wasn't mad. But let's get into the interview. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Got your man Suave, a.k.a. the Popular Loner. Let's get into it.
I know Chigs is in here recording this.
Yeah. No Chig Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say.
You know Chig gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on.
Bizarre magazine. But obviously there has to be a little bit of a wrinkle with everything that Kendrick Lamar does. So this interview, even though it was for this magazine, it was done at the request of Kendrick by SZA. They get into mental health and motivation, and Kendrick says his actions are not motivated by anger, but understands that love and war both deserve to be acknowledged. Not that they represent him, but he acknowledges that they both need to exist in the world. And of course, he would be asked about Drake and Not Like Us, and he would give his definition of what it means to him. What's up, y'all? It's your man Talkless World reporting for the Chick Smooth channel. We gotta talk about this. SZA didn't waste any time. As soon as they sat down,
SZA interviewed him? Damn, I guess SZA picked a side. Didn't Drake say, wait, Travis got you wiped down. SZA got you wiped down. Like your label boy, you in the scope right now. God damn, Drake, all along you was in the scope. Oh, shit. Damn.
He starts off saying, I want to ask you about your mental health. Do you feel like you suffer from mental illness or experience it ever? Or do you just feel like you're in a multitude of feelings and you're not putting a label on it? Kendrick would say, I grew up with that term. I was hearing it when I was 5 or 6 years old. So you identify with it, but not as it? Then he says, my whole thing is, it's all experience. I say some shit on a record and identify with a moment, and then I don't identify with it anymore. That's just growth for me. All that shit is subjective. Then SZA says, it's giving self-therapy, which Kendrick replies, I think it's going back to my inner child, right? I was trying to understand myself, trying to find people I could relate to, how to identify myself outside myself.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did not know that he was gonna read this the whole time. I thought it was an actual interview while I see the man talking. I'm skipping a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you.
It sounds crazy. I have no judgment towards it. It's too many. And ask, are you scared? And he would say, no, because I've learned that I can't identify with my performances on stage. I can't hold my true whole identity to that person who's on stage. Because if I did, that means I would judge every movement, every time I distance up that tough myself. Before asking, which he then replies to surprise, saying, what? I wonder how you're arriving at all these conclusions. I want to talk to you about your spiritual practices. How many spiritual practices contribute to your day-to-day? And he says, all day, every day. She says, all day is ceremony? And Kendrick gets personal saying, ain't no BS, ain't no cliche, but I literally talk to God. Like, it's to a point where I'll be starting to think I'm going crazy. But then he has to remind me, no, this is really me. Like, well, if that's true, and he does talk to God every day, how was Drake ever gonna win a rap battle against God? Drake said 20 versus 1, but I guess he missed a very important person. But Kendrick will continue.
Praying in the morning, right? Praying in the morning and then going in the studio and recording Not Like Us is crazy. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Like, nigga, you just prayed 5 minutes ago. Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. Now get everybody else involved. Say, oh, the hoe. Thank you, God, for another day. You know, I just want you to make me the best version of myself every day. But this nigga gotta go. You think what I'm saying? Hey, yo.
My early morning practice is that I have to run.
Hey,
when I started
yo.
running, that's where I started to understand. There was this threshold of pain in the spirituality for me. I remember my shins was aching and I was like, I got 1 mile to go. Then I get whispers and downloads and start talking about shit that I want to know about. And next thing I'm 3 miles in, 4 miles in. I wake up and do it every day.
Cooking.
She says,
4
loss
miles
of
a
self,
day?
you have to break yourself. And he replied, I have to. And then SZA would try to dig deeper into his internal creative and spiritual practices. As she says, I'm grateful for the God T. Sidebar, what do you feel like your top 3 contributing factors to that childhood difficult? She says, why? And he replies, we talk about our childhood. I hate going back to that. You type to the outlet.
I'm just trying to get
cried. When was the first time you cried? And Kendrick would say, I would say the last time I cried was probably on Mr. Morale on the Mother I Sober.
I don't want to talk about no crying. Oh, okay. I don't want to hear Kendrick talk about when he cried last. But the Mother I Sober record, very interesting because Drake used that in his song and said, now I see why you so invested in this story you trying to tell and making me seem like I'm a pedo when you got he was a. I gotta listen to Mother I now just for that reference, but yeah, nah, we ain't going. I don't want to talk about Kendrick crying.
Record.
Not gonna
He said it might be that's just beautiful. Wait, you didn't tell me. What was the first time that you allowed it to happen? Which then Kendrick says, the first time I no torch. So
it's all good and dandy. Who's caught on stage? Around West Coast legends, you have Snoop, you have Gang. Who that? Oh, that's big though.
to the real question that we all want to know.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a hyper masculine question?
Yeah.
You can also tell me to shut the F up. What does not like us mean to you?
Huh.
He would laugh and say, not like us? Not like us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent. Now, if you identify with the man that I represent, SZA will cut him off saying, break that man down for me. And Kendrick was saying, this man has morals, he has values, he believes in something,
Yeah.
he stands on something,
Yeah.
he's not pandering.
Ooh.
He's a man who can recognize his mistakes and not be afraid to share the mistakes, and can dig deep down into the fear-based ideologies or experiences to be able to express them with.
You know how you explain, you know how you say something, but you also got some shade in it at the same time? You did what I'm saying? Like somebody just tripped over a rock or something, and then somebody talked to you like, yo, bro, why you walk so what the fuck? Why you walk like that? And then he say, yo, cause I be walking, you know, I like to walk this way cause I don't like to trip over rocks. You dig what I'm saying? I like to see where I'm going, like type shit. That's what I feel like Kendrick doing right now. He said a man that has morals, has value, believes in something, he's not pandering. That's why I gotta see the interview, because I gotta see like his facial expressions and like the way he's saying stuff, because I could feel it through the text. Like I could feel. Is that a pause?
Without feeling like he's less of a man. If I'm thinking of not like us, I'm thinking of me and whoever identifies with that. SZA says, now, can I say something else in that realm? Or you want me to get away from that? Can I ask you something else? And hilariously, he asked, is it mean? She says, no, it's more like, I thought it was really interesting that there was any consensus at all that you might be an angry individual. For me, I don't find that any energy that comes from you comes from an angry place. And actually, the last hour and change pretty much solidifies that it's almost from a monk-like place. So when you feel the surge of energy in records like that, where is the root? Is it anger? And he would say, I don't believe I'm an angry person, but I do believe in love and war. And I believe they both need to exist. And my awareness of that allows me to react to things but not identify with them as who I am. Just allowing them to exist and allowing them to flow through me. That's what I believe. And SZA says, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead before I say something crazy. Do you think SZA did a great job when she's done doing music? Is being an interviewer or having a podcast something that...
Yo, I don't feel like Kendrick was not even angry, like the slightest of anger. I didn't think that he was angry. Like none of them diss songs that he said, that he, in his tone of his voice, none of the diss songs gave anger. It gave like, I'm trying to put you on game. You did what I'm saying? Euphoria was like, oh, you thought I wasn't gonna respond, but nigga, let's go. The only thing that I felt was anger, what I will say is the very first joint before that sparked it up with the Big 3 thing, with Future. They not like us. Is that what that song? Oh, is you like that? That song like that, right? Cause that nigga said, nigga, fuck the Big 3, nigga. It's just Big Me, nigga. Bomb like the bomb, nigga. That was some anger behind it. That was some passion behind that shit. And I feel like that could have stemmed from, you know what I mean, Drake sending out a feature request, knowing we still got some shit to address. Like the nerve of this nigga. Nigga, fuck the Big 3. Nigga, it's just Big Me. Niggas is bums. That's the only slight anger I would feel in this whole shit from Kendrick. But like, none of the diss songs. Maybe he was a little tight about the Pac shit. He said, nigga, I was sending up the Pac, nigga. Oh, what he said? He was, you know what I mean? Kendrick, yeah, I never doubted that. Whoever thought that, why, nigga?
that you would want to see in her future? Let me know in the comment section. But her doing well here does not mean she would not have any backlash, as someone would say. So let me get this straight. SZA, who was on For All the Dogs twice, 2 times, and known Drake for 10 years personally, interviewing Dot, her former label mate, about the PDF trafficking song. And she just didn't know his sick ass behavior the entire time? Do you agree with this? What do you think about the situation? Do you think more artists should do written interviews?
I mean, just because I know you for 10 years don't mean I know all the secrets you did. Not saying Drake is. I mean, I don't think that at all. I think Kendrick was just sharing the narrative, and it was just something that bothered Drake with that part. Now, he meant the culture thing. He meant the culture vulture narrative that he was spreading. But in terms of like SZA knowing about all the shit that name did for, just because she had 2 features with him and she know him for 10 years or whatever, that don't mean you know a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, that don't mean I know a lot of people for a long time, but that don't mean I know what they doing behind closed doors when everything is all smiles and jokes when we're in front of each other. But when we're gone, nigga could be a whole nother person. He could be a demon for real. You know what I'm saying? Soulless. But I'm ending it off right here, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this joint, man. Like, comment, subscribe if you know, man. It's the hottest, most latest on the tube. You dig what I'm saying? If y'all find the interview, or if the interview drop, let me know in the comments down below. I want to actually see his face when, you know what I mean? I want to see. But it's your man Suave, aka the Popular Loner. You dig what I'm saying? If y'all made it this far, I appreciate y'all. Comment big 30 in the comments. You dig what I'm saying? I just turned 30 2 days ago now, and I'm feeling great. It's feeling very classy, very demure. You dig what I'm saying? I'm feeling very himish. Him dunking. But it's your man Suave. Get up out of there. All right, so on the flip side, you dig what I'm saying?